Good morning students. Welcome to your history class. Today we will discuss about Chinese civilization. Okay, so see kids, Chinese civilization is also called Hong or River Valley civilization. And see few important points. China is an East Asia country with a large territory, a huge population and an ancient history. With written records dating back 4,000 years, it is recognized as one of the four great ancient civilizations of the world, together with ancient Egypt, Babylon and India. Moreover, it is the only ancient civilization that has continued to this very day. The vast country is bordered by the East China Sea in the east, countries of Central Asia, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan in the west, Mongolia in the north and South China Sea in the south. The river Honghe was both a blessing and a curse for the ancient Chinese. Honghe was considered China's sorrow, as every year it flooded and caused destruction and death. At the same time, it brought prosperity for the Chinese as it turned the soil fertile, making it possible for the farmers to carry out agriculture. Honghe River is also called Yellow River. Honghe River is also called Yellow River. Why? Because it passes through the Great Wall and enters the fertile Laos region where it is received most of the yellow silt. Okay, now the society. We covered the topics society, script and religion. Okay, so now society. Society in Chinese civilization. Class division existed in Chinese society. At the top was the king. The nobles came next to the king. The merchants and craftsmen were third in position. The farmers were the fourth, and finally slaves. Slaves, the lowest class of the society. They were usually war prisoners. Okay. The Chinese lived in joint families where the eldest male member was the head of the family and the army was important and soldiers held a special position in Chinese society. They were feared and respected. Now the next topic is script. Script. The early Chinese developed a complex form of writing based on pictograms or symbols to represent an idea. The Chinese language did not have any letters. It used 40,000 word pictures like sun, moon, door, they are using symbols or pictures. Okay. So this made their script very complicated and difficult for the common people. So the masses in the ancient China remained literate while a small privileged group enjoyed learning. The most common example of early Chinese writing is found on the oracle boxes, which were used for telling fortunes and keeping record in China. Writings have also been found on stone, bronze, bamboo stick, silk, and later on paper. For writing, the Chinese used a fine brush rather than a pen. Now, religion. The Chinese worshipped several gods representing the forces of nature. They had great respect for astrologers and oracles. The oracles were considered to be close to God. Another important aspect of the Chinese religion was ancestor worship. When a king died, several of the slaves and prisoners were also sacrificed and buried with him. This indicates belief in the afterlife. The Chinese religion also focused around the three philosophers or three philosophies: Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism. In Confucianism, it was a religious movement named after its founder, Confucius. His teachings were more a moral code of conduct than a religion. He taught moral values like love for all, respect for elders, hard work, and honesty. He taught love for all, respect for elders, and hard work and honesty. Okay, now Taoism. It was started by Lao Tzu, who strongly believed in compassion, moderation, and humility. The common view of Taoism is to encourage people to live a calm, simple life and a smile even in difficulties. Now third, Buddhism. It was started by Gautam Buddha. He discarded the caste system and taught everyone to live respectfully. He encouraged non-violence and kindness. Children, I hope you understand about you understood the society, religion and script of Chinese civilization. Thank you, class.